Well, hello there, my peoples, and your peoples, and other peoples, and whatnot, and everything. We got another double header because a lot of just stuff. So anyhow, race one of this one was the Homestead Miami Speedway. She big, she wide, she fast. She likes it on the high side. But enough about my mom. The race broke it down something like this. Piracini puts her on the pole with Hyatt on the outside. Then we got Harcum, and how the hell did I get fourth? Trevor and Corey starting row 3. Hanlon and Turan row 4. Goff and Harmon rolling around with row 5 starts. Row 6 belonged to JC and James Lawson. Stacy Hunter taking up the back of the field. 13 trucks be what we had. And what we had was honestly a pretty normal race at Miami. So we'll run through this one and then we'll jump in and not going to update points or nothing on this because it doesn't particularly matter. Skirt goes the pace truck. Piracini leads him down to go on green. Green goes. And away they go. Near 'em! We got our first near 'em of the night. Hyatt bobbles. It's a little high. The trucks were definitely a little slickery. Hyatt with a pretty sweet paint scheme. Got Ollie back there. We got some rafter going. And what is this up to the front? Uh-oh. The house car. Old Hen Barkham goes past a blinking Piracini. Piracini not going to take that one lying down. Back to the inside. We got him. I think Ben may have him on this one. Ben by a nose. And a front fender and most of a bedside. The side-by-side was kind of the order of the night. Got a nice wide track. You got plenty of room to pass. Ollie's going to go stick the nose in there. His meme scheme. Travers coming up here to work on Rafter. Ryan and Rafter Hour. And we got Keith Hanlon and Matt Harmon back behind them. Take a quick bounce through here. Out here on lap 4, and they go by quick when they're under green. Got old Hen Barkham. Piracini taking him to task from the back bumper. Coming in here, P3 somehow. That's weird. Hyatt running around here, P4. No doubt saving a little tire. Ollie had already picked up 3 spots by this point. Thought he was going to lose one while he was on that shot. There he goes. He lost one. Travers going to take that away from him. So Ollie is up 2 spots at this point in the 002. Hop back to the Rafter Man. The Canadian Tire. Can't get a whole lot further from Canada than Miami Homestead Raceway. There would be the Keith Hanlon mobile that we spoke of earlier. He's going to get a run there with Rafter. Rafter, I think, got a little wiggle. Got a little block. A shimmy and a shake. Harper says, let me ride. Come on. We're going to come up here and see what's going on. Then the Hunter truck is holding her down in P10. Right behind is Mr. James Lawson. Currently in the middle of trying to fight off JC. The aforementioned JC. And the Goffmobile. Oh no. I'll stop, take her into the pits. So, let's jump forward. And before we do, Monday nights, 8:30 Eastern, when we start this shindig. Season 3 is only a couple weeks away. You can get in for the new season. Points add up for weeks 1 through 9 starting next season. 10, 11, 12, no drops. That way you kind of have a better idea of what we're doing and who you got to chase or wreck to get a better spot in the championship. Alrighty then. Okay, we'll be back in a second. As we near them back in. Old Harkham still running her out. He is starting to have company. That company would be in the form of Piercini. We get the rundown on the right. This was a very green race. Handelin did get a little wobble and I think a little help and found the inside wall. That didn't trigger anything. So we just left him behind. And he ends up 4 laps behind at this point. Lawson's a lap down. Turan, not all that far from a lap down. JC, Harmon, me, we're way back from the rest of the group. JC is just passing Harmon. Try to take 8th place away. We got Piercini. He's trying to near him. Run down Harkham. Hyatt is running in 3rd late into the running here. Just got a handful of laps to go. We got Rafter coming in 4th. Travers running around here top 5. Stacy Hunter worked up to 6th. So real good positive experience there. Gained 7 spots so far in the night. Then the opposite of that, losing 3. JC is up 3. That right there, that be what new tires do. Of course, stopping and getting new tires makes a pretty good difference. He gone. Right along here for a second with Mr. Ben trying to win this race. Harkham looking back at the Piercini mobile. He's got that thing decaled everywhere. He's even got it on the windshield. He has never met an LOL IRL sticker that he didn't like. Just need some Fig Newtons on there. And this, kind of an oddity. The closest battle on the track is up front. Which is weird, but a half second isn't all that close. Let's see what we look like here. Near him. It's just not a real close near him. Piercini goes to the low side. He's still got a 4/10 to make up, so he's trying to get a little bit of air on the nose of that truck. And Ben up top gives him a whole lot of air and drives out to almost 0.2 of a second of a lead over that. Just that one corner. The high side with the momentum is where it is at. We're coming around 2 more times. Piercini has fallen back a little. Corey is a full second off of Hyatt. No boops tonight. Second and a half from Triver to Hunter. Like several seconds back into me. JC's a second and a third back. But he is trying to mount a horrific last lap comeback. Will he make it? White flag for the leader, Okola. Him Barkham's only got to keep her running. Piercini has ran her for all she's worth, got the tires hot. They're angry. Hot and angry works for some things, not so much for race truck tires. You see, he got a real good 1 and 2 there. Gets him back in the frame a little bit. But I think what we're getting ready to do is crown him. He are who we thought he are. Or something, anyway. Oh, him Barkham. He is going to take the lead, walk away with it, and take the win from the LOL trucks at Homestead, Miami. Everybody's across the line now. Old Him Barkham takes the win over Matt Piracini. Ryan Hyatt comes in P3 with Al Corey in 4th position. Ryan Traver, P5. The Hunter Mobile in 6th. Dropped her off to 7th. JC stayed in 8th. Oliver Turan finishes 9th. Matt Harmon in 10th. James Lawson finishes 11th. Keith Hanlon, hell, you know, it's just sometimes you just don't have the night, and that was just not the night. Thunk. Oh, kabam! Oh, we got noses flying. Goff just kind of had his deal with it. We get some congratulatory boops going on. We are going to jump forward here. Man, that was a good hit from Ollie. I forgot about that one. Ollie comes in with the slobber knocker. And we will jump forward. This was about 2 weeks ago. We'll be right back with last week. Oh, boy. Now on to this joint. A place that is so terrible we can't even get it started. It was a comedy of errors almost. We start off with a grid that couldn't get off the ground. We had just everything that could go wrong. And we're, as you see, showing lap 3 right now. I can't get the actual grid to come up because of that, because we're already running. We had a problem with Rafter. Also had a problem with, I believe it was Miller, trying to get rolling and blinking out. So Phoenix starts off doing Phoenix things. So there's your starting row here is Harkham Gretsch, Traver Hyatt, Campbell Hanlon, Cooper Corey, that's weird, Teray and Hunter, Bramble Cat, meow, Harmon Goff, Lawson and Miller. So we are going to come around here and we're going to go ahead and take the green after way too many laps of caution. As you can see, we should be going green right there. And yet, we got no green. I don't know exactly why. Something about how we lined up. So we lost Jordan Miller right off the get-go in the 17 truck. This was just kind of a miserable start to a miserable race. But we're going to come around here. Old Hen Barkham just starting off where he ended the last video. This guy here is kind of good. Usually got to do good things to outsmart the 27 and the 75 and start ahead of him. And there he is again. We're going to roll around here. We're going to get to going briefly. Now we're in the restart zone. We got green. And we're going to see everybody fan out and do their thing, and you guess this. Oh, look at that. So, how did that happen? Funny you should ask. All my fault. I have murdered Ollie right here in front of everyone. From the start, we had a lot of blacks that were going to need cleared, so me and Kyle both had those turned up. And I was double checking mine. It looked down, and we'll just rewind it. We're doing a replay. I never do this. I hate seeing stuff rewound. It just drives me up one side and down the other. But let's look at it. He's coming up. I'm coming up. I kind of stop and am going along the scene. I'm maybe actually turning right a little bit, and you know what? Truth of the matter be known, I very much could have gone higher, but if you look at Doug, he's pretty low behind me there too. That one may have been more racing incident than I thought it was, but I was actually glanced down at my tablet for trying to do all the things that we have to do for clearing blacks and tapping stuff, so I wasn't looking at the screen. I was just kind of letting the peripherals do it, and I murdered Ollie in the process. So that one's on me, and we go right back to caution. Whew. Not the way to start a track that most of us already despise. We will be back with hopefully a couple of green flag laps. We're about to see, there goes the pace truck. It pulls off somewhere just before the pit entrance, which means we've got the whole, that was still the front straightaway to go, to mind our own manners. And somewhere abouts in there was the start-finish line-ish. But, yeah, they made a track that already just sucks somehow worse by moving this stuff around. I don't understand why they did that. Open dog leg, you can cut across one point or the other. I don't see why it matters if it's right after the start-finish line or not. Kind of stupid. But, Ben says, "Near-om!" And off we go again. We'll see who all showed up. We got some 3 wide here. Which, of course, they've got 87 lanes of pavement laid down. So, we should be 3 wide. We should probably be 9 wide, but we're not. This track was about like greasing up your feet and trying to run across a gym floor. Get some nice KY jelly and slather your feet in it and then go run across a frozen lake. I don't even know if that would work. I'm just complaining about how much I hate this track. They need to fill it in. Be a good water reservoir for the area. Probably wouldn't be. It's not deep enough. But anyway, we're watching her after. The reason we're watching her after I'm talking like that is because I hate this track and he likes it. I would also like to point out that Raft already has some tailgate damage. And that was from the beginning of the race. I think that it was Hunter in the 71. Give him a tap, like trying to get him to roll a little bit. And I think that goose got a little loose. Put him up a little too far. Right up to the front. Hey, look, it's that guy that's always up front. What do I call him? The class car? No, I don't remember. But anyway, the in-house car, the LOL IRL mobile, he is leading a back healthy Keith Hanlon, who's been running this season injured. P3 and on a tear is JC. Up 12 positions. Alex Goff, the little Debbie Chevy, looking much better than it did last week. Or 2 weeks ago, or like a month ago now. I don't know. We're late. We're behind these things. Oh, sexy Kyle Gritch is popping around in P5. And Matt Harmon running there in P7. Ryan Hyatt. This one was kind of a shocker to me that he wasn't right up front. Slick track, not a lot of grip. I think that boy is trying to save tires on us. Then we got the Rafter Mobile turning laps in P9. After the craziness, we got single file and just started making laps. Which is what you do in Phoenix. A lot like Homestead. Maybe these weren't the best idea to put them back to back. Maybe I should have thrown a Kansas in there. However, in my defense, I literally copied the schedule from NASCAR. So this is their fault. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. James Lawson, P12. The Hunter Mobile with the matching nose damage. You see a little crinkle there? That is from Rafter's ass. P13. Meow. Derek Cat. Coolest looking paint scheme on the track today. P14. And Ollie, I was murdered, and I didn't even get a t-shirt. Turan. Running around back there in P15. Well, we've got a little bit of a battle here at lap 16. Realistically, we're at lap like 9 because, we ran a lot under caution. Side notes of that then gives us problems. Problems breed problems. That gives us the problem that we can actually probably go no stop on this. We can make it to the end. Alrighty then. How about we jump forward and we'll come back a little later in this parade. As we come back, just a shade under 10 to go. The running order is now Keith Hanlon. He is handling us all an ass kicking is what he's doing. Been out there running green, just clicking them off, stacking them up, and setting them down. Or something to that effect. Old Hen Barkham bebopping around there. House car running second. Ryan Hyatt way back there in third. Way back there in fourth is Al Rafter Corey. Way back there. He's almost back in Australia from Phoenix is JC. Somehow, I'm not a lap down. Don't know it. I don't know. Somehow, on top of that, I'm ahead of this guy, which, granted, he has slapped the wall a couple times, as a lot of the trucks have. So, I think this was kind of how you do a road course. Just keep it in between the barriers and try to beat it up, and you'll do okay. Travers first truck a lap down, P8. Hunter would be the second one with that nose damage. Shockingly, didn't blow it up. They've made these things so paper mache that, you look at them funny and you pop the motor. P10 goes to Matt Harmon. Ollie, poor Ollie, murdered at the get-go, is soldiered on, is sitting P11 right now. Moose has had some pretty cool sound effects the way he's popped the wall. He has definitely popped the wall. He has stopped, done a fast repair. He's got him some tires, and he is ready to rock out with his wang hanging. I'm not sure where the line is that I can go that. But anywho, that's where we be. Lawson is pit bound. And this is second race in a row here, and good excuse to have them just stacked up, which honestly Homestead was just because I didn't have time. Had a bunch of other stuff come up. But these 2 for 1 here with these 2 tracks, not the worst thing to happen. You can see there's seconds worth of gap. So not really missing a whole lot here, guys. Guys, girls, everyone in between. Kyle got that thing strung out a couple times. He's walled it a couple times. Unfortunately for us, Kyle can wall it and he's still fast. I don't know. I have no idea how to do that. He is just El Grande Drivero or something. I don't know what. He's something. All that sun beating in his eyes made him all squirrely. And that, sadly, is actually going to be probably the quote-unquote fight of the race here. He is working in on my truck. Riding along here with Kyle. He's really, that sadly is the fight. Is a half back. Harkham is 8/10 back. Got 3 to go. Working in there. Jump up here. Oh, Ben. That is not going to help your cause. Looking up to the Hanlon mobile. Here comes Kyle. And there goes Kyle. And there we go. Put me back to 7th where I belong. Which I think might have been where I started. I don't know. And right there's the leader. Hanlon is right behind us. Straight away down. And he's got Ben kind of safely off of him. Coming into white. I just want to show you guys this because I know how this happened. So, oh no, oh boogers! He got it straightened out that fast. I don't understand how he got that straightened out so fast. But anywho, while all that rigmarole is going around, Checkers wave for the green machine, piloted by Keith Hanlon. He is going to finally end our suffering from the one, the only, thank God, Phoenix. Dun, dun, dun. So your resulters looking like this. Keith Hanlon takes the win. The win doth he take. Ben Harcum takes P2. Ryan Hyatt P3. Al Raptor Corey in 4th. JC takes her P5. I got 6th position somehow there with Kyle in 7th. Ryan Traver in 8th. Stacy Hunter 9th. Matt Harmon comes home with a top 10. Oliver Turan just, man, that sucks. Sorry, Ollie. Doug Bramble 12th. Meow in 13th. James finishes 14th. The Little Debbie Chevy melted in the sun today, 15th. And Jordan Miller, we just had some issues from the get-go. So sometimes you have that, mechanical gremlins and whatnot, stuff to that effect. So 1 week left, and the drop week figures in, and so showing you points actually isn't going to do you any good at all. So we're going to go ahead and skip it because there's about 12 billion scenarios, and it's clouded by the fact that we could have a million different things happen with points. So, Old Atlanta. That's coming up next. The old one. Yes, the Old Atlanta is coming next week, and it will tell us who our champion is. We will see you then. Enough living in the past about last week. We'll see you next week to be able to talk about last week or something. Later.